So here we are going to see the testing of population mean of normal population. Testing population mean equal to specified value mu naught. When we have given or we know given the value of mu, that is mu naught, in this case which test we apply, that we see here. Now suppose we have the sample x1, x2 up to xn, sample taken from a normal distribution with mean mu and known variance sigma square. In this case, we know the value of variance sigma square. So here, testing of population mean, as we know the data is from normal distribution with mean mu and known variance sigma square, our condition is we know the value of mu, that is mu naught. Okay. So we set the null hypothesis. First step to set the hypothesis. So null hypothesis we set as H naught. We denote null hypothesis by H naught, which is having no difference. So whatever value given to us for mu mean, we consider that is correct. That is mu naught. Okay. Against, now in general case, alternative hypothesis, there are three types of alternative hypothesis. We denote alternative hypothesis by H1. So in alternative hypothesis, mu may be not equal to mu naught. It may be greater than mu naught or less than mu naught. There may occur three cases, that is mu is not equal to mu naught, mu is greater than mu naught, mu is less than mu naught. Okay. So when in alternative hypothesis, when there is not equal to case, it is called as two-tailed test. Two-tailed test. And when we have less than or greater than sign, then we have one-tailed test. One-tailed test. Okay. So first step is to set up the null hypothesis. Second one is to consider the level of significance. Level of significance. In short, we can write LOS, which is alpha. The probability of critical region. Okay. Alpha, which is given to you either 1% or 5%. In the rare cases, it is 10%. So whatever the value of alpha, we just write that in step 2. Then we go to the step 3. In step 3, we write the test statistic. Test statistic. So here there is a calculation of mu, population mean mu. So our test statistic must be sample mean x bar. Correct. So here expectation of x bar is mu and variance of x bar is sigma square by n. So in general, the test statistic is z is equal to x bar minus its mean divided by its standard error. Standard error. Okay. And this follows what? Here we know the value of expectation of x bar and standard error of x bar. So we put the value here. X bar minus mu divided by sigma upon root n. But under H naught, we know the value of mu. Okay, we know the specified value of mu. So, under H naught, whatever the mean value we consider under null hypothesis, that only we consider here, that is z is equal to x bar minus mu naught. Whatever the value we take here, that we put in this formula. Sigma we know, n we know, and this follows normal, standard normal variable. This follows standard normal variable. Now we get the distribution of z to be normal with mean 0 and variance 1. That is the meaning. Now what is the critical region in case of 5% level of significance? Here instead of we calculate, first of all we calculate this value, that is we got z calculated. In next step we find out, in step 4 we find out the critical region, for alpha level of significance, Okay, now if suppose we have take alpha is equal to 5%, so z for 2 tail test, z by 2 for 2 tail test, the value is 1.96. For 2 tail test, z alpha by 2, for 2 tail test we denote it by alpha by 2. So z tabulated value for 2 tail test at 5% level of significance is 1.96, and we compare this value with our calculated value. So here you compare z calculated, we'll take for comparison purpose, we take here modulus sign or mod value of z calculated, and if this modulus value is greater than z alpha by 2, which is tabulated value, and it is fixed for 5% level of significance, that is 1.96. It means if your calculated value, mod of calculated value is greater than 1.96, then we reject H naught. We reject H naught at 5% level of significance. This is must to write that at what level we reject H naught. Okay. So at 5% level of significance we reject H naught. Here we have a table for level of significance alpha. Then critical value for Z we can write as for 2 tail test, for 1 tail test, two tail test we denote by Z alpha by 2, and 1 tail test we denote by Z alpha. So when we have mostly the value alpha value is 5%. So for 5%, Z alpha by 2 is 1.96, and for one tail test it is 1.64. For 1%, Z alpha by 2 is 2.58 and 2.33 for 1 tail test. For 10%, 1.64 for 2 tail test and 1.28 for one-tailed test. So here these are the fixed values when our sample is large. Large means greater than 30 and value is greater than 30. In this case, we consider it's large sample, and for large sample, always we have Z test for population mean, and these Z values are fixed for 5%, 1% and 10%. For one tail test, we compare Z calculated with Z alpha. That means if the value of alpha is 5%, we take Z alpha is 1.64 in one tail test and compare the mod value with 1.64 for one tail test. This is the value at 5% level of significance. And if the calculated value is greater than 1.64, then we reject H0 at 5% level of significance. The specified value, the specified percentage we know, so 5% level of significance.